What's going on, guys? This is Tremidine. So I just wanted to make a little bit of a video kind of explaining my experiences with what's going on with the pro scene and a lot of communities. Are mainly a focused few that I'm going to be touching on. So this one talks about my past. Now, if any of you here are still here, to be honest, from way back when, back in Titanfall days when I was with Firestorm. Let me make something clear. Way back when, before I was in Firestorm and I was in the pro scene, I was playing just casually on Xbox 360, right? Nothing wrong, and it was an enjoyable experience, to be honest. And I didn't feel like any pressure or whatnot. And I know this is expected when you enter a competitive scene. I mean, it's supposed to be competitive, that's the whole point of it, right? So I'm not ruling that out as a possibility, and I may just be paranoid or overanalyzing this or overthinking it. I'm not shutting out any possibilities. I'm just explaining my experience and what I feel like it has an impact on the community. So, when I was kind of dragged into the competitive scene, the pro scene, if you will. I've only ever been in like two, I would say, quote-unquote pro scenes in games. That was Titanfall and Dishonored. And in both scenes, I experienced people who were know-it-all elitist snotbags. Like, that's like the best way I can put it. They always wanted to know more than you, they wanted to be better than you, they wanted to play the game more than you, and which is all is fine, but it rose to such ridiculous tensions that they would, because I remember they invited me to a Facebook community called The Fall, and it was the pro community, right, and a lot of people would go there. You could just see they were just like kind of self-promoting, kind of like ego snotbagism, and that's not really like it almost was like, I don't know. And when you see like new Titanfall 2 news come out, they want to be the first to, oh, I already knew about that kind of thing. It's like, well, dude, you know, it's like when the tensions rise so hard that you see it outside of the field of play, that's when it's too much. Competitive, I get it. It's supposed to be competitive, right? But then, when you get into things like, you know, say, when you're in a game, you should be competitive, right? But when you're in a social, like, network where you're talking to people outside of a match, you kind of expect them to maintain, you know, maturity, you know. It's just like they are the same snotbag elitists that, you know, you saw on the field. And again, maybe it's just because, you know, maybe I'm overanalyzing this too much. Like I said, I've only been exposed to like 2 different pro scenes, but this is my experience with them, and I definitely feel like that is what happened in both things, and especially in Dishonored. People wanted to, oh, I already got all the runes, I know where all of them are, oh, I know what's going to happen in Dishonored 2 before you did, you know, oh, I got the clean hands and Ghost achievement, you know. It just feels like everyone's trying to constantly one-up each other, on and off the field, and it's really kind of annoying, and it just feels like there's this constant pushing on you to get better, and it's like, I'm not down with the off-field, like, passive aggressiveness that comes with the pro scene these days. I don't know if this is for all pro scenes, obviously, since again, I've only been in 2. Maybe these are just a special case. Like I said, Titanfall is a pretty old game, and not many people play it. Dishonored is a very old game as well. It's like 2010, I think, maybe. So definitely just kind of something to think about, because like I said, when I did this, I just felt this really, really nauseating kind of aura to the pro community, and I just didn't really like it, and that's part of the reason why I quit. I just didn't really feel like dealing with that. I was just like, guys, it's just a game. If you want to be competitive, fine, be competitive on the field, not off the field. Yep, it's not. I want this. This is a very hard analogy to make, but I'm gonna make it. It's like with politicians. They can get in super heated debates, right? And then afterwards, they're completely fine. They talk to each other and they're perfectly friends. You know, I feel like that's kind of how the competitive scene for video games should be as well. I don't know, I just feel like this pro scene has just become cancerous in a way. It's like, it's not about just being better than you anymore, it's about being completely superior to you as a fan. And it's like, dude, a fan is a fan, you know? You gotta like what you like and be as loyal as you want to the game, but it's like the ridiculousness of people saying, "Oh, I'm the number one fan. No, I'm the number one fan. No, I'm the number one fan." You know, that's just kind of ridiculous in my opinion. So, anyways, that is just my little spiel I'd like to give you guys, and I will see you later. Thanks for stopping by.